There are big names. Then there's Susan Boyle. Plucked from, in her own words, a modest, mundane life in a council flat in Scotland, she's now a huge star around the world. It's less than 3 years since her show-stopping performance on Britain's Got Talent. She's just released her third album and life's a fast-moving blur. Not too fast, though, to make time for Michael Holland in Sydney.
You have to be true to who you are, otherwise people will see through that mask that you put on. I don't put on any masks. You see what you get.
Do you remember what contestant number you were?
Contestant number? Oh, God. No, I know it was on. It was on my personal, like, raspberry jam, but I can't really give you the number now. It's been such a long time.
43212.
Good Lord.
Just another contestant?
Yeah. Well, like everyone else. I was there for an audition.
I am 47. And that's just one side of me.
I believe that dreams have no expiry date, and that anyone who tries hard enough can achieve what they want to do. It's not impossible. It's difficult. But it's not impossible, and if you keep at it and you believe in yourself, you can do it.
You knew, didn't you, that you had a trick up your sleeve?
Well, I wouldn't say I really knew, because that would sound really, really big-headed. You just take your chances with everyone else, you know, and if it turns lucky, well, you've been lucky. And I've been very lucky.
When I was a child.
There's a song in your first album, Who I Was Born to Be. Who do you think you were born to be?
Very difficult question, really. I mean, everybody has a sort of conception of who they would like to be. I would have liked to have been a good singer. I would have liked to have been a professional singer. I was born to be someone's daughter, obviously. Right? That's a sensible one, but I think I was probably born to entertain people as well.
I was born to be.
Do you wonder what might have been if you'd been discovered at, say, 28?
The 28-year-old's entirely different from a 50-year-old. 50-year-old, they've been round the block a few times. You know, they've got the T-shirt. They're a bit clapped out in some ways, but never mind. A 28-year-old's, well, probably would have a bit more drive, if you like. A bit more energy. I think my get up and goes got up and went, but never mind. 28, I think I wouldn't have had the maturity. I wouldn't have been able to cope as well or as reasonably well as I have been now, because a 28-year-old tends to get carried away with themselves.
Excuse the language, but you're bloody comfortable in your own skin, aren't you?
I'm bloody comfortable in my own skin, yeah. Bloody.
Because this is a tough business. It could be a cruel business.
It's like everything else. It has its downside. It has its tough side. It's a business, as you say. When you're in a business, you tend to become a product. And a product I've been lucky enough to be able to sell.
When you put your head on the pillow at night, do you go, my goodness, what's happened here?
I do what everybody else does. I go to sleep. But I don't give it a thought.
You sleep soundly?
Yeah, sometimes. All depends on my medication.
You sleep soundly in the old family home?
Well, the old family home is in Ewell Terrace, that's in Blackburn. I like to go back to where I came from and probably stay grounded, because that's the whole idea behind it.
So after this whirlwind trip to Australia, you go home this weekend. What do?
Oh, go and see friends and stuff like that. Fairly ordinary, mundane things, you know.
Bit of gossip over the back fence?
No, I'm not a gossip. Not a gossip, no. I don't do that.
Someone to Watch Over Me, the title of your new album. There is someone watching over you, isn't there?
Someone watching over me, yeah, but there's somebody, that special person is watching over me, but I don't want to discuss it too much here. But there is that sort of element, yeah.
Could I ask, though, how proud would your late mum Bridget be?
She'd be very proud, but I think she'd be looking down at me just now and saying, well, you behave yourself! I've got to be honest here.
Can I get you a cuddle?
What have you won?
Yeah, beautiful. I've been waiting for this for ages.
The documentary that's airing around the world at the moment, Susan Boyle, An Unlikely Star.
Mm-hmm.
Is it unfair to call you unlikely?
Well, it's unlikely in the fact that it's probably somebody who's considered to be not a normal person. That's a bit of an unfair word. Maybe an ordinary person coming from a village who likes a bit of a giggle, as probably people will see in the documentary. Likes to have a bit of a joke with people. Is gregarious on the outside, but inside likes to be a bit private as well. I think Simon Cowell actually puts it a bit more strongly when he said I was unpredictable, but I quite liked that because I am a bit unpredictable.
I think you sounded great on the record.
Thank you.
So how good is life?
It doesn't get much better than that, isn't it? It's like one big journey. You don't want it to end, you want it to keep going. And I'd like to keep going for as long as the public want me.
I reach for your hand.
And Susan Boyle's new album, Someone to Watch Over Me, is out now.